All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeft TV. You ready for some high-speed action tonight? Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Toronto, Ontario. This is TurnLeft TV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. Indy Car Brasil heads on into Toronto tonight to tackle that road course, that street circuit. Very, very challenging course for 41 laps. Race number 8 in the 2019 Indy Z Car series. Man, this track is tough. It's narrow, it's windy, and there's no room for error. And you're going to see it right here on TurnLeft TV. Well, it's Ontario, baby. It's Toronto. It's 41 laps on this very challenging road course. Hang on to your horses, boys. All right, thanks for joining us here on TurnLeft TV. Right now, we are in the qualification session. So race number 8 here at Indy Car Brasil's 2019 Indy Z Car series. We'll take a look at the track here at Toronto. Just about 2.8 kilometers in length, 11 turns, both asphalt and concrete. Very, very windy, tight course located in Toronto, Canada. It's where they hold the Honda Indy Toronto race. So I think there's there's some S's here, and again, they're very tight because you got the walls. You don't have overrun areas on this track here, so it's definitely something to think about as these guys compete in this race tonight. We'll take a look at the point standings coming into tonight's race. Neto Vidal has a 14-point lead there over Edson Luis. Benar Silva sits in the 3rd position, 251 points. Ismael Cobas, 224 in 4th. Edelson Carnero, 219 in 5th. See Eldon Mueller, Julio Caligari, Tiago Piscini, Michelle Mendonça, and Edders Magel rounding out the top 10. Take a look at the race schedule here. We're a little past halfway. Tonight, 41 laps at Toronto. Next week, we're going to switch it up a little bit and go to an oval there, Iowa. Man, what a fantastic track for IndyCars that track is. 150 laps there coming up on September the 2nd. In Mid-Ohio, another great track, good road course there, 60 laps on September the 9th. Pocono, I don't really want to call that an oval. We'll call that the Tricky Triangle. How about that? 80 laps there coming up on September the 9th. And finishing out the season at Laguna Seca at the Corkscrew, 52 laps on September the 23rd. top time right now, 58.060. That's Ederson Carnero. Now, let's all these guys in the practice session running about 57s, even low 57s. So I would expect to see something pretty close to that here in the qualification session. We'll see. Tonight's race is brought to you by Indy Car Brasil. If you want to do some Indy car racing, and man, who knows what these guys got coming up. They do some stock car racing, DTMs, GT3s, Indy cars, all kinds of crazy stuff going on here at Indy Car Brasil. What a great bunch of guys. I want to say thanks to all those guys, especially Sullivan Gardena for bringing me in here and letting me do some broadcasting for them. I really enjoy their company. I'm the lone American in here, the lone Yank. And they really treat me as one of the family, and really do appreciate all of their hospitality here at Indy Car Brasil. And excited, man, to bring you this entire season here with the Indy Z Car series. Oh, Lena Etters-Bagel there having a little trouble. See, 57.564, Edson Luis, the top time. See if Michelle Mendonça can top that time. He's been pretty fast. 57.633 is where he's at right now, sitting in the second position. I want to say thank you so much for coming out to the YouTube channel and checking it out. Greatly appreciate your support. If you like what you see, and please hit the thumbs up button in the race. And also, you can share these videos with your friends. If you haven't subscribed, I encourage you to do so. Let people know what TurnLeft TV is all about. Really greatly appreciate everybody's support. If you'd like, you can donate by hitting the donate button up in the banner of the channel and donate through PayPal. So it looks like we've got 5 guys who've break qualifications there. 57.564 is the top time. Michelle Mendonça second. Ederson Carnero is third. Julio Caligari sits in the 4th position, and Etters-Bagel qualifies 5th. We've got 5 minutes left in the warm-up session, and then we're going to make it happen. Again, thanks so much for joining us. So tonight's race is 41 laps, and I want to say thanks so much for coming in and checking it out. This is race number 8 in the Indy Z Car series. See if we got a doubled up here. Looks like we got a good side-by-side working there. So also up at the top of this screen here, you can see the Twitter handle there, at TurnLeft TV over on the right side. Facebook, you can follow us on Facebook too, at TurnLeft TV 1. And then if you'd like to follow me on Discord or friend me on Discord, you can do Heath Johnson, and that's number 8278 on Discord. If you'd also like to contribute, you can click on the link down in the banner of this, or down in the description of this channel, this race, I should say. And man, I'm tongue-tied. It's been a while, man. Click on that Fanatic link if you're interested in purchasing some sim racing equipment. Give those guys a look. Follow that link. I would greatly appreciate your support there, and all the people who have done so far. Not only just clicking on the link, but also the folks who've actually made purchases through that link. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for your support in that way as well. Edson Luis joining us in here. Said boa noite. Boa noite, Edson. Good luck to you tonight. I'm going to be picking, I'm sorry, Edson. I should have picked you for, I'm picking Michel Mendonça as my pick to win the race tonight. I just think he's got a fast car. I've seen him in the practice sessions yesterday. He was lightning fast. And I just think he's going to be at the top of the grid there. We'll see. I'm rarely right anyway. Rari is in here. Well, thanks for coming in tonight. Got about a minute and a half left in the warm-up session. So if you like what you're seeing, man, and you like to join in the chat, oh, which way is it? It's way up there. Oh, here's TurnLeft TV. Go way up there. There you go. There's the chat. Everything's backwards, man. It just completely throws me for a loop. But hey, good evening, boa noite. I can say it like 6 things in Portuguese now, so thanks to all my brothers here at Indy Car Brasil for the lessons in Portuguese. They haven't taught me any cuss words yet. I don't know what the heck's going on there, but maybe that's, I don't want to get me in trouble. Somebody's going to have to send me some plane tickets so I can go see Carnival. Well, it's going to be fast and furious here tonight at Toronto, and again, it's a tight track in terms of there's not a lot of room for air here. You don't have any overrun areas per se. There are a couple there coming into some really sharp hairpin turns, but for the most part, you don't have any kitty litter to help you out. So. All right, boys and girls, it's about that time. 41 laps here, race number 8. Here at Toronto, the street circuit, 2019 Indy Z Car Series. Edson Luis has qualified on the pole here tonight. So congratulations to him. So Edson Luis on the pole in P1. P2 is Michel Mendonça. That 2 car. Edgelson Carnero in the 09 car starts in P3. P4 is Giulio Caligari in the 33 car. Starting in 5th is Edders Magel in that 82 car. Starting in the 6th position is Neto Vidal in that 21 car. Starting in the 7th position is Bernard Silva in the 87 car. Starting in the 8th position is Carlos Leite in that 54 car. I think he's driving the 54 this time. He usually does. He's got a new paint scheme. How about that? And starting in the 9th position is Elder Mueller in the 02. All right, boys and girls. This is Toronto street circuit style. A little concrete, a little asphalt. Keep the wings on this car, and it should be okay. I think this is just going to be a race of attrition, man. You got to just make sure you keep the car intact. Don't overdrive the thing. Pick your places to pass. Very, very important here. Pace car is in. Here we go. Edson Luis, our pole sitter on that left side right there. That black car. Number 44. Gets a good start there. Clears Michel Mendonça. Second in the 2nd position. Edgelson Carnero is in 3rd. Guys being really, really patient. That's good. Look here on board here with Neto Vidal, that 21 car. As you see, Bernard Silva goes by. Oh, already a little bit of run over right there. Almost gets into the tire barrier. A little contact maybe with Carlos Leite. Edson Luis out to the race lead. Michel Mendonça 2nd. Edgelson Carnero is 3rd. Oh, already Neto Vidal runs off there and loses the front wing of that car. So he had a little trouble there, braking issue, and has run off and made some contact with the tire barrier. Definitely going to have to come in and get some repairs done to that machine. See if we can't get a look at this. This is take a look here. See if we can't jump back. See this? Watch this. Just a little bit of an overrun right there, and it gets into the tire barrier. Looking under the back of Carlos Leite's machine. To Elder Mueller. Again, here's Michel Mendonça in that that 2 car, and he comes around right there. Spins that car around. As looks like he might be okay. He's going to lose a ton of positions there, but I don't think I saw any contact. Just came around, and he's going to have to wait for all of these guys to slide by before he's able to get this car spun around. Oh, man, what a tough break there for the 2 car. But this is a long race, man. He's now back in 8th position. As you see that 44 car of Edson Luis here on lap 3 has about a 4-second lead over Edgelson Carnero. Good tight battle there. Edgelson Carnero and Bernard Silva. How many times have we seen these guys battle back and forth? The 09 and the 87 car. This is for position 2. The 09 Edgelson Carnero in 2nd. Bernard Silva is 3rd. Good tight battle right there. Looking out the front of Bernard Silva's machine at Edgelson Carnero. Tell you what, man, once you get the hang of this track, it really is a fun track. There are a couple of areas here you're going to see that you got a little bit of kind of an elevation change, or a bump, I should say, that can really upset the balance of your car. It just happens to be either going into a turn or coming out of a turn. You'll kind of see what I'm saying here. See a little bit of a bump right there. Fun part of the track right here. On board with Ben Silva. Downshifting right there to try to get as much torque as he can coming off that turn and get a good run. Good tight turn right here. You're going to see coming off this turn, man, you can really come out a little too close there and get over on that what they call the zebra. That'd be the berm there. It's coming into the pits and upset the balance of that car, but looks like he navigated that pretty well. Very high-speed portion of the track right here. And you're going to have a right-hander coming up. Good tight turn right here. Tell you what, man, Edson Luis had a little bit of trouble there with lap traffic, and these guys reeled him in a little bit. So now they're having to navigate through that lap traffic. It looks like Edson Carnero has gotten through Michel Mendonça. He is that, I believe, that lap car that we were talking about. That might be Neto Vidal. I take that back. They got similar paint schemes there. Neto Vidal in that 21 car, running in the 9th position. Take a look at Elder Mueller here, trying to get around Carlos Leite. And Carlos Leite, oh, he slides off. Slides off the track right there, so he's had a little bit of trouble. So Carlos Leite trying to get that thing gathered back up, and Elder Mueller goes by. Look at this. Ben Silva is hounding Edgelson Carnero. Looks like he has position down on the inside here for the right-hander. And Ben Silva picks up the 2nd position. Edgelson Carnero in that 09 car back to 3rd. I tell you what, man, I think these guys are actually running down Edson Luis. These guys, even though they've been racing each other, they are definitely within striking distance of our race leader. So they're closing in a hurry, man. Out of the front of Ben Silva. He's in our second place car in the 87. He's looking out of the front of his machine at that 44. Edson Luis. So P1, 2, and 3 all within a stone's throw of each other. Take a look at Michel Mendonça trying to pick up some positions all over the back of Eder Smagel in that 82 car. Looking out of the back of Michel Mendonça after he makes that pass. Now he's working on Carlos Leite here. On the left side of him. Got a hard right-hand turn right here. Not able to make that pass yet. Oh, Eder Smagel coming around right there. Did you see that? Eder Smagel spinning around. We'll take a look here. Check this out. Eder Smagel misjudged coming off that turn. That is a tough transition. Oh, man, hard front end contact right there. And he's knocked the wing off that machine. He's definitely going to have to get some repairs done to that machine as Michel Mendonça continued to work on Carlos Leite, and he's going to take that position. So now up to 6th. Carlos Leite back to 7th. Up here with our race leader. Edson Luis in the 44 car. Side by side on board here with Ben Silva as he runs behind Edson Luis. Oh, man, very, very good braking there by Ben Silva in the 87. Really closed in there on the 44. I tell you, man, this thing is going to be a very tight battle before it's over with. Don't forget about Edgelson Carnero, another very, very experienced road course racer running in the third position. Just a great battle here between these guys. This is like a cat and mouse game between these guys, and it's like this each and every race in this series. So I hope the fans are liking what they see. Look at that, Jose Carvalho joining us as Boa Noite. Well, good to see you, Jose. And I would suspect he's probably getting geared up for a big race on Wednesday at Martinsville. Short track action in the Ironman Racing Series. I know he's been racing in that. Some stock cars. He's going to be slinging that 99 car around that short track. Look at that, man. That's just tight Indy Car racing right here. And like I said, it's a cat and mouse game. Edson Luis, top of the game. He doesn't make many mistakes, but I'll tell you what, if he does, you know that savvy drivers like Ben Silva, Edgelson Carnero are going to be there to pounce. Take a look at Edgelson Carnero as he's running behind Ben Silva, and I'll tell you, he's starting to close the gap here a little bit on the 87 car. I mean, this is just tight racing right here. These guys are just hitting their marks. See, that's a little challenging right there. You see that not only do you have a nice, pretty hard turn back to the right after you came off that high-speed turn, you got a little bit of an elevation change there. We'll take a look at what I mean here as these guys come back around. So again, you're looking at P1, 2, and 3. Edson Luis is the race leader. Ben Silva is second. Edgelson Carnero a third. Tell you what, man, we haven't talked about Julio Caligari. How about this guy, man? He's stringing together here pretty good race. He's in the fourth position. Now 33 car. Sandro Kelmer joining us here in the chat. So good to see Sandro. I don't know, man. I think both these guys, Sandro and Jose, should be out here on the track, man, in these Indy cars. Oh, Julio Caligari there having a little trouble there with that turn. That's the turn I was talking about. Not only is it a hard right-hand turn, but also you've got a little bit of an elevation change. Little challenging. I tell you, a guy who just continues to really work his way back through the field. Remember, he made contact with the wall early on, lost the front wing of that. He's been in, made pit stop, gotten that car repaired, and now he's moving himself back up the grid. He's in the fifth position, and that is Michel Mendonça. And I'll tell you, you should not count this guy out. This is the guy that I picked to win this race, and we have seen him really fight back from adversity many, many times. When you thought you were going to count this guy out, he just ends up showing back up at the front of the grid. Ben Silva here in the 87 car continuing to hound that 44. Ben Silva has not only looking out the front, but he has got to look out the rear view mirror of that car too, because he knows he's got Edgelson Carnero right on his tail. This is really a fun track. I mean, it's a tough track, but once you get this thing down, it is a pretty darn fun track. I think the track builder's probably going to have to work on a little bit of the eye candy there, and maybe get this the texturing of the street here looking a little bit more realistic. But as far as fun factor, I'm going to give this about an 8.5 out of 10. And here's what I'm going to talk about right here. Right here, you see there's a little bit of bump right there. And as you're accelerating, man, that can really upset the balance of your car. He did a great job being patient there, getting on the throttle as he came through off that turn. This is just putting the pedal to the metal right here. And then hard right-hand turn. And you're going to have a lefty here. And back to the right and shoot for the front stretch. Now you see Edson Luis there starting to stretch it out a little bit, but while he's doing that, just behind Silva, look at this. Edson Carnero is he's got that head tilted. And he is ready to pounce. Look at that. Oh, night car. Oh, maybe a little bit of bump right there. Might a little bit of bump by Edson Carnero just to let Beno Silva know, hey, I am here. And he might have gotten in his head there just a little bit. A little bump drafting, stock car style in the Indy cars. I don't know, man. Take a look at that pass again. See him slipping through right there. And getting by that 87 car. So Beno Silva now back to third. Edson Carnero up to the second position. Edson Luis is the race leader. That's what I'm saying, man. You cannot make one mistake. Don't miss one turn with these three guys here because the other guys will be ready to jump right on top of it. Take a look at Elder Bueller here running in the 0-2. He's in the 6th position. Now he is last car on the lead lap. And he is pretty close, I think, from going the lap down here. As he comes by here, we'll kind of get an idea of where he's at. So there he goes. And then you're going to see, I think, the race leaders here coming pretty soon. So I guess he's got a little bit of a gap here. Those guys were running 57s in practice. Here comes Edson Luis. And there's Edson Carnero and Beno Silva. So he's got a little bit of a gap there. So not too bad. Not as bad as it's a little bit better than I thought. Take a look at Neto Vidal running in the 7th position. We've got somebody who's made some contact with the wall. I think maybe Eders Mago might have made contact with the wall. Not sure. I saw a piece of IndyCar there laying, and he's definitely on pit lane. So Eders Mago has made a pit stop, and he's coming back out. And that 82 right now running in the 8th position. Well, I do think he spun around here. We'll take a look and see what happened to Eders Mago. I think he came around. You see he spun that a little wild right there, and there is the wing that I saw that came off. So that's what happened to him, and then he's just going to back her down. I think he might just back it all the way around the track here. And he's just trying to get out of the way. So good, smart driving there to get out of the way from the race leaders and then get back on the track. So good job to him. So Edson Luis has got company. Look at this. That 44 car has the 09 all over the back of him right now. And I'll tell you, Edson Carnero is looking pretty solid here late in the green flag run. So these guys have not pitted yet. See Julio Caligari, who's made a pit stop. He's coming back out on track in that 33 car. He is in the 6th position, now 1 lap down, but he has made that pit stop. As we have that battle there for the race lead. That is Edson Luis, our race leader in the 44, and Edgelson Carnero in the 09 all over the back of him right now. So these guys have opened a little bit of a gap here on our third place car. Ben Silva, who is about 5 seconds, almost 6 seconds down now. Anywhere from 4 to 6 seconds. Maybe he's gotten a little bit of damage there, not sure. You know, there was a little contact between Edgelson Carnero and the back end of his car. I don't think so. I don't think there's damage, but I could be wrong. And we are seeing a pit stop here by Elder Mueller in the 02 car. So he's made a pit stop. Giulio Caligari also coming down pit lane. Coming back out on track. This is Elder Mueller coming back out on track. I think maybe Giulio Caligari might have. So we still got that wing there in the road there. That might have been Enders Magel. Somebody's going to have to run out there and pick that thing up. So Edson Luis is the race leader. Just behind him, Edgelson Carnero in the second position. Ben Silva is third. Michel Mendonça has made his way up to the fourth position. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I ain't seeing any cars on the track, boys and girls. Oh, there we go. We might have just lost somebody. Who'd we lose? Was it me? Was it Michel Mendonça? Where's he at? There's he at. I don't know what happened there. That was a little funky. We're back. Nothing's changed. I don't know what happened there, but I know that Studio 397 has done an update. Well, several updates. Let's just say that. They went from 1114 to 1115 in a hurry because there were a lot of problems, and I'm hearing that there are some problems also with 1115 update. So I was kind of surprised these guys were brave enough to give that a shot. But so far it looks like, for the most part, there's not really been any hiccups. But that's how computers go, man. I'll tell you what, Ben Silva is starting to climb back there just a little bit. Maybe when these guys start getting a little bit racier, he'll be back in the mix. Go back here. I was taking a look at Michel Mendonça. Maybe he just lost a little connection there. Sometimes he's had some connection issues, but right now he is 24 seconds back. Now something's happened to Ben Silva. I don't know what's going on with him, but he is falling back here. Take a look and see what's happened to Ben Silva. I think he may have had some issues. Oh man, a little bit of warping maybe. Whoa, there's some people in the stands that might be wondering what happened there. So Ben Silva, you see, he warped, and I think he warped into the wall, and that has given him damage, and that is just terrible for him. He's having a good race. He's in the third position. He dropped back to about 4 to 6 seconds back, depending on where he was on the track, and I think he just warped into the wall. I don't think it was anything that he did necessarily. He just warped into the wall. What a bummer. See Edson Luis starting to open up a little bit of a gap here on Edgelson Carnero. Not a lot, but definitely some. You're up to almost about 1.5 to 2 seconds on that second place car now. So starting to open up a little gap. See, Elder Mueller's had some trouble. The nose of that car is missing. We'll see what happened to him. And also Giulio Caligari, I think, has had some issues as well. See what happened to this is oh man, he just overruns that. That is Elder Mueller, and that is hard contact into that tire barrier. I don't think that's really a tire barrier. It's more like cement pillars that he just ran into, concrete pillars. So he's had some issues, and he's got all sorts of damage to that machine. Julio Caligari also reported that he might have spun this car here. We'll see here. He's had some trouble. Oh, man, he's up in the air. Man, I think he might have warped right there. So he has retired his machine. So definitely some crazy stuff going on there. Good tight battle here between these two. We're 25 laps in, scheduled to go 41 laps. So we're starting to get pretty close here. You know, we've got about 16 laps or so to go. Well, it's been an interesting race here, definitely with these front three. We're now down to front two. And look at this, Edgelson Carnero is now running Edson Luis back down. So he opened up a little bit of a gap, but Edson Luis now falling back within the clutches of Edgelson Carnero. And then again, more warping right there going on. I'll tell you what, man, I think it might be a good idea for these guys to revert back to version 1112. Just have not seen this type of connection thing going on here in a while, and I think it really is the update. I was reading in the Studio 397 forums that there were some issues with the update. So most of the leagues, and I'll be broadcasting some more races this week, are definitely staying with version 1112 until these things get worked out. This is a tight battle here. Oh, Edson Luis a little squirrely right there, and Edgelson Carnero's looking to try to be able to take advantage of that. You saw him, he got a little bit loose there coming off the turn. Those tires are starting to wear out a little bit. And, you know, maybe Edgelson Carnero is getting in his head a little bit as well. So I'm sure he realizes, man, this guy is all over me here. And, you know, you can't be perfect every lap, that's for sure. And like I was saying, you make a mistake, the other guy is going to be there to take advantage. Looks like he's recovered all right, though. But that 09 car almost slipped through. He's got a pretty good run down to his fast portion of the track, and he's going to try to slip down to that inside here and beat him through the turn. Oh, man, and he's not able to pull off that pass. You saw he had a really weird angle there. Edgelson Carnero had a really weird angle into that turn and was not able to pull off that pass. He was just down too far on the inside. Edson Luis holds serve, maintains the lead. This is a really, really good race between these front two. I'll tell you what, buddy. Look who's in third. That's right, Michel Mendonça. Third place right now. Now, he's got a fair distance here to make up. But nonetheless, he is in third. And guess what? Edgelson Carnero is on pit lane. So he's made his pit stop now here on lap 28, coming off the pits back out on track. So that may force the hand of Edson Luis. Now Edson Luis working behind some lap traffic there, and he gets through. Neto Vidal. So he's going to have to pit here before long, and Edgelson Carnero has had his pit stop already. So I got to wonder what's the plan for Edson Luis. Bernard Silva here running in the fourth position. So remember, he was in third. He had second there for a little bit. And then had a disaster strike with a connection issue and warped into the wall, had some damage, and had to come in and get that repaired. Now in 4th. You really got to be thinking, what's the best bet for Bernard Silva right now? And it's if some of these other guys have some issues. The race isn't over. You see, oh man, Edson Luis, he is on really, really old tires there. He slid that car into the wall a little bit. He might have a little bit of damage. So our race leader is making a pit stop here. And Edgelson Carnero may end up taking the lead. We'll see. It's going to be tight, I think. Edson Luis on pit lane as he comes off pit lane here. And Edgelson Carnero coming around, and then he is going to come down the front stretch here. It's going to be tight. He might have some momentum to get by, and he does. He does get by. So we've got a new race leader, and that is Edgelson Carnero. Edson Luis now in 2nd. Edson Luis got a little time to make up. He's 4 seconds back. Edgelson Carnero is the race leader. So he's got a few laps on these tires, but can he hang on here? Edson Luis has done a great job, but now he's working from 2nd position, trying to play catch up here on Edgelson Carnero. And that's a guy that does not make a lot of mistakes. Bernard Silva shown in the 3rd position. Michel Mendonça is 4th. Neto Vidal 5th. Elder Mueller running in the 6th position. Now Michel Mendonça has retired his machine, so I don't know what happened to him. He must have had some issues here. Now you see him down on that inside. He's made some contact, I believe. We're going to take a look here. This is, you see, he's lost the front wing of that car, and he's just going to retire that machine. So what a tough break there for him. And right now, shown in 5th, probably going to end up finishing in maybe 6th or 7th before it's over with. So Edgelson Carnero is the race leader. Edson Luis is 2nd. We'll take a look, man. Coming in, it's just giving me an idea of things potentially shaking up here. Neto Vidal is running in the 4th position, so he came in tonight in the race lead. Edson Luis was 2nd coming into tonight. Bernard Silva 3rd. Ismael Cobas, who's not here this evening, came in tonight in 4th. And Edgelson Carnero, oh, he's had some trouble. Edgelson missed that turn right there, and Edson Luis right there. How about that, man? He was able to get that car gathered back up, and now he has got the 44 car all over the back of him right now. And this is shaping up to be a slugfest to the end, to the finish here. So we saw that Edgelson Carnero just missed that turn. Really had to get it wound up. He really did a good job of really not spinning the car all the way around. But before he knew it, Edson Luis was right there. So now these guys are tight. Take a look at Neto Vidal here. He is running in the 4th position. Oh, man, he misses that turn. Oh, a little bit of contact with the tire barrier. Not too bad, but gets that car straightened back up and definitely boogered up those tires a little bit. He's running in 4th. And a 4th place finish here is a pretty good finish. I know he was probably coming into tonight hoping for a little bit better. But nonetheless, given spinning around here and some of the problems that he had at the beginning of the race, he's in 4th. He cannot really be too unhappy about that. A lot of races like this, if you just keep plugging away, stay with it, and do not get rattled like we're seeing Edgelson Carnero doing right now. You know, he had some trouble there. He's not getting rattled. He jumped right back up on the wheel and got on the throttle and has regained his composure. And that's a lot of what you see with these racetracks here, is you just got to be patient. You know you're going to make mistakes. You're going to miss a turn. Don't overdrive the car. Don't do something that's going to give you catastrophic damage. Keep the thing underneath you. Good tight battle, man. I tell you, this is shaping up to be a great finish between these two. We're on board here on the lower right there with Edson Luis trying to close in here on Edgelson Carnero. Again, like a little chess match, a cat-mouse game between the two of these guys. One guy's a little faster in one part of the track, the other guy's a little faster in another part of the track. How technical that part of the track right there is, and you're going to come around here and a high speed down the straightaway, crossing the start finish line, and hard right hand turn here. There's a little dip right after this turn when you want to get on the gas. You're going to have another hard right hand turn up here, and another little dip. Edson Luis hounding Edgelson Carnero. That is tight right there, man. He's got a run on him right now. And you know Edgelson knows he's there. He's like, hey, man, get off the tail. Get off me, man. Get off me. Give me a break here. I just want to coast to the finish, bro. Luis there on the binders. Oh, he overruns that a little bit. He might have gotten into the wall right there. Edson Luis might have gotten into the wall here. He wants by this 09 car in the worst way. He's got to run here, but ooh, a little block right there, a little block, and he takes it wide. And be careful right there. You can spin the car out on that little dip. Edgelson Carnero runs out a little bit wide coming off that left-hand turn. This is the place here. You not only have to protect, but you got to race the track. Look at that, man, all over the back. I think he realizes he's got a little bit fresher tires, and he's liking his chances right now. He's just going to have to be there when the 09 car makes a mistake. He is driving the wheels off that thing. You see him locking the brakes up there. He's done that a couple times. I mean, this is just a heck of a battle here, and he's got a little bit of a run right here on him. He's going to try and do a crossover move on him, maybe. Nope, not able to pull it off. Not a good place there to try to make a pass there. That is a very tricky part of the track. And there, oh, man, he almost got into the wall. Fast portion of track right here. guys are going by too fast for me to do the fixed gear reset. Look at this, man. Ben Silva here running in the 3rd position. Remember, he had some issues. He was up here, man, and he was running P3, but he was right with the race leaders, and he had some connection issues and now has fallen back. But he's still in 3rd. Now he's running behind lap car there. Neto Vidal is in 4th. Trying to make this pass on him, going a little hard right-hand turn right here. Good pass there by Ben Silva. And then good savvy driving there too, but Neto Vidal, he realizes that he's not really racing for position. And no sense in tearing up anybody's car. And ruining the night there. And I think Edgelson Carnero might have made contact with the wall coming off that turn. These guys are just driving the wheels off this thing. Got a lap and a half to go. And we might have some lap traffic here coming up too, man. These guys got a lap and a half to go, and they might end up coming up on some lap traffic right there, and that is the O2. And I would suggest you he's probably going to get out of the way and let these guys race it out. But, there may be some places here where it's not really good to try to get out of the way because you just don't have enough room. We're scheduled to go 41 laps here. We're on lap 40. This thing is winding down. You see a little lap traffic right there, and you see he gets out of the way. Very, very savvy driving right there by Elder Mueller. Coming off the left-hand turn down the front stretch here for one more lap. Does Edson Luis have what it takes to be able to make this pass over Edgelson Carnero? We might have a photo finish, man. We'll see. Not a lot of places to pass here, so going to have to choose your places wisely, but he might be taking some risks here. As we wind it down, he's looking for a place here. Look at this. He's going to try to do a crossover maybe. It didn't work last time. Not going to work in that area. You got to be very careful there. And he drops back. Edgelson Carnero in first. Edson Luis in the 2nd position. Both these guys are eager for a win here at Toronto. Oh, a little bit of braking right there by Edson Luis. He's climbing back on the top of Edgelson Carnero. And here we go, down to the finish right there. And Edgelson Carnero is going to take it. Edson Luis made him earn it. Man, how about that? That was a battle right there. Two of the best in the business. So great job to the 09 crew. Edgelson Carnero. What a great race for him, man. He was really there all night long, and both these guys were really, it was just, like I said, a cat and mouse game. And I think maybe pitting early, a little bit earlier, was the key for the 09 car. You see, he's going to make me fly all the way over here and get a screenshot. See, he's already jumped out of the car. So great job to Edgelson Carnero on a great race win. That might be 2 in a row for him. So big win here at Toronto. Edson Luis gets a good 6th place finish, or 2nd place finish. Ben Silva 3rd. Neto Vidal comes away with a 4th place finish. Elder Mueller is 5th. You say Michel Mendonça, Julio Caligari, Eders Mego, and Carlos Leite. They're rounding out the top 9, I should say. All right, Edgelson Carneiro with a big race win here at Toronto. Congratulations.
Parabéns, Edilson, pela grande vitória aí aqui em Toronto.
Valeu, obrigado a todos aí. Parabéns aí também a quem completou aí a prova, né? Quem chegou no pódio. Difícil, essa corrida foi muito difícil.
He congratulates how he can finish the race. It was a very difficult race. Everyone that race at the finish was winners.
Yeah, it looked like this track was just very, very difficult, and it looked like it was really hard to pass. Talk about how important it was to gain that track position, and also maybe what kind of strategy you used there with pitting a little bit early. Do you think that that's what won you the race?
Edilson, ele disse que a pista é muito difícil de ultrapassar e assim foi muito importante ganhar a ponta logo no início, e sua estratégia parece que foi de parar um pouquinho antes. Ele quer que você fale um pouquinho da tua estratégia de parada aí.
Eu perdi a posição ali pro Ben-Hur e aí eu fiquei só comboiando, né? Ele e o Edson Luiz. E acabei conseguindo passar o Ben-Hur, acho que ele talvez ficou com um pouco pneu. E não consegui passar o Edson. Fiquei colado nele, colado, mas não conseguia passar. Aí eu resolvi entrar um pouco antes do que estava planejado entrar, né? Entrei no pit. Fiz o pit antes do Edson, né? E eu acho que nessa volta aí que eu fiz com pneu novo, né? Mas depois que eu saí do box, foi que fez eu sair na frente dele, né? Eu saí 3 segundos à frente dele. Só que acabou quando ele saiu, ele tava com mais pneu e eu forcei para poder ganhar a posição no box, assim, 2, 3 voltas. E aí foi esse sofrimento aí no final. No final ela tava com pneu ruim. E o Edson colado atrás, ele também não conseguiu passar, porque realmente a pista é muito difícil. Mas foi isso, corrida muito tensa, dá os parabéns aí ao Edson, é um grande piloto. E não ganhou hoje no detalhe mesmo. E é isso, pressão grande aí da corrida do início até o fim.
When he starts, he fights with Edson and Ben-Hur. He fights initially. He fights with Ben-Hur. He can get the position. After Ben-Hur pass him, he pass two. Before when he closes to Edson, he can't pass him. Then he decide to stop earlier and make fast laps with his new tires. And when Edson stop, he get to stay in the front. But at the end of a race, Edson has better tires than him. Then he has to defend his position. The track is much difficult to pass, and but Edson is a great pilot. He has to defend him until the end.
Man, it looks like that every time you come out and you're racing with the guys like Edson Luis and Benor Silva, that it's just a cat and mouse game between you guys. It's just so savvy, like a chess match between you guys. It's so entertaining to watch. It's got to be a lot of fun.
Ele comenta aí que normalmente aí entre você, o Edson, o Ben-Hur, vocês fazem aí uma corrida, uma partida de xadrez. Toda corrida é uma perseguição aí de gato e rato e uma partida de xadrez. Quando não consegue aí não consegue vocês são muito parecidos, né? O ritmo é muito parecido, vocês andam muito igual, muito rápido, todos três. E quando não conseguem sobrepujar na pista, aí começa a partida de xadrez aí, a estratégia, as tentativas de estratégia diferente e tudo, e foi nessa que você conseguiu aí sobrepujar o Edson dessa vez.
É isso mesmo, a gente tem essa característica mesmo, mas realmente a gente sempre disputa muito assim, né? Quando não dá certo na pista, a gente muda, às vezes dá certo, às vezes não dá, né? Dessa vez deu certo pra mim, né? E é isso. Agora é contabilizar aí os pontos, né? Tá difícil aí esse campeonato, né? 2 etapas sem pontuar, mas vamos levando aí até o fim e ver o que é que dá, né?
He says that that you said the truth. The three are three very similar pilots, very fast pilots, very good pilots, and when all the three are fighting, the only way to win is risking, is trying something new, because the three are fast, the three are good pilots, the three are very, very competitive pilots, and sometimes the change of the strategy works, sometimes not, but that is the greatness of this championship. He is still trying to get the better points, better positions to the championship, because he won some points in 2 races, but still left a few races, and he thinks that he can fight for better positions until the end.
Well, you definitely have propelled yourself back up to the top of the point standings with that win. You have Iowa Speedway next week, which is a short track and an oval. That is I'd say a fairly easy track to drive. You're going to have a lot of guys, I think, that will have a chance to win there. What's going to be the strategy going into that short track?
Próxima semana volta dos ovais, Iowa, que é uma pista curta e muito fácil, assim, mais simples. Então, com isso, muita gente vai estar ali brigando pela disputa. Então, ele pergunta aí qual é a sua estratégia para Iowa, o que você pensa aí para continuar essa tua luta, para chegar aí no topo do campeonato, recuperar os pontos perdidos.
A próxima etapa aí ela é fácil, mas até por isso ela é bem perigosa, né? Ela acaba se tornando bem perigosa. Bom, o oval não tem muito assim, a estratégia acaba vindo na hora da corrida, né? Difícil definir alguma coisa antes. Mas é tentar levar o carro inteiro até o final, né? E ocupar aí o máximo possível, né? Para poder continuar aí descontando pontos aí e ver o que é que dá no final do campeonato.
The difficulty of the next race is exactly that is a easy track. As you said, so much pilots are fighting to the victory. Then he expects to train to understand the car, to analyze the options of the strategy, because the real strategy only appears in the race. But he get to know the characteristic of the car, the setup, stay out of trouble to have a fast car until the end of the race. He try to some as much points as he gets.
Well, hey, congratulations on a well-deserved victory at a very difficult track. And then go enjoy a cerveja. Cerveja? Is that how you say that?
Vai tomar uma cervejinha, Edilson?
Mas seria bom, mas não tô podendo não.
He deserves.
All right, man. Thanks so much, Elder, for translating as always, and best of luck to you too next week at Iowa.
Thanks, EJ. Thank you, and we see you at Iowa.
All right, that is Elder Mueller and Edgelson Carnero joining us up here in the booth. And I'll tell you what, man, I think that might be 2 in a row for Edgelson. Good win for him, and he just continues to move up the point standings. And, you know, he is always going to be a threat to win a race whenever he's got that car on the track. So good win there. And, you know, that's Elder Mueller's teammate, too. So those guys are going to celebrate, I think I said that right, so Cerveja. It's sort of close to Spanish. Spanish is cerveza, I believe. So I guess those guys are going to have a brewski or two, as we call it here in the States. But, hey, I enjoyed it, man. What a fun race it was to bring you tonight. And I want to say thanks so much to all the people who came in and joined in the chat and watched the race here this evening. I want to talk a little bit about what we have coming up. But we got a big race week here coming up here. So Martinsville Speedway coming up on Wednesday. Race number 10. It's the final race of the season, 157 lapper from Martinsville. This is actually a rain-out reschedule. These guys had I think there was a server issue. Wasn't quite halfway, so they decided to rerun this race, and it is the final race of the season, the Ironman Racing Series. So that should be a great one. That's coming up on Wednesday, August the 28th, right here on TurnLeft TV, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And then on Thursday, man, I have a special event for you. Happy Hour Racing League in action from a brand new short track. It's about 3/8 of a mile in length. The late models are going to be out on the track. They got a 50-lap heat race and a feature race, a 250-lapper, and you can only see it right here on TurnLeft TV. Racing is going to get started around 9 p.m. or so. You should get the time up there. I'll give you some more information on Wednesday. At Wednesday's race about this, but this is coming up on Thursday. Just stay tuned. You'll probably, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I encourage you to do so. If you have, you should get a notification of the time coming up on Thursday. But Auto City Speedway, it's a brand new short track made by Brent Owen, and in the late models there for Happy Hour Racing League. So this will be about the 4th short track late models race that I've done for these guys, and I'm very excited about this. Exclusive right here on TurnLeft TV. And then coming up on Saturday, we have the Steve Freeze Memorial 400 from Michigan International. Someone who's very near and dear to my heart. Really a guy who got me into online sim racing way back in 2000, about 2000, 2001. And High Octane Racing League founding member there. And he passed away in 2011. And we run a race every year for him in memory of him. And it's going to be definitely one. The old High Octane Racing League, old guard like myself, and guys like Dan Chu and Ed Palumbo and those folks over at SCSR right now that have been in it since HORL, really in the early days or since their inception there in 2001. Sean Jacobs, I should mention him as well, Todd Robillard, those guys all running with HORL really a long time ago. I suspect they'll be out there on the track for the Steve Freeze Memorial 400. So very important race coming up on Saturday, August the 31st. And also I want to say that there are there's some twin 50-lap qualifiers on August the 30th to determine the front row. So 8:45 and 9:45 are the race times on those. So this all kicks off this Labor Day weekend here in the United States. Saturday, August the 31st is the Steve Freeze Memorial 400. And, of course, that'll be live right here on TurnLeft TV. tonight's race has been brought to you by Indy Car Brasil. I want to say, give a shout out to Sullivan Gardena. I talked to him a little bit today. Hope he's doing well. I know he's working hard. And, thanks to all the guys there at Indy Car Brasil for making me feel welcome and part of the family. These guys do some fantastic racing. And really greatly, I really cherish the friendship, and glad to be able to come out and broadcast races for these guys. I want to say thanks so much for coming out to the YouTube channel. If you like what you see, please hit the thumbs up button and share these with your friends, man. You can share these videos on any one of your social media platforms, wherever you can share YouTube videos. You can share these videos, let them know what's going on. If you haven't subscribed, I encourage you to do so. Thanks to all those people who have come out and subscribed. Please hit the bell there next to the subscribe button too, and you'll get notifications when races are scheduled or when new things have been uploaded to the channel. And then if you'd like, you can hit the donate button up in the banner of the channel and donate to TurnLeft TV through PayPal. Well, I'd like to say thank you so much, man. Congratulations to Edgelson Carnero tonight. And thanks for joining us here on TurnLeft TV. And that's going to do it for us. Man, I got to work tomorrow. We'll see you. We out of here.